Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between ShoWTimeE and Jaedong on Vaani Research Station. This is from the Gfinity Spring Masters 2 tournament that wrapped up a couple of Sundays ago. It was a really good tournament. I invite you to check out a bunch of different replays on spawningtool.com. It's a really good resource for replays at this point in time. And I pretty much pull the majority of my replays from there to cast here on my channel. So go check them out, spawningtool.com. In the bottom, we have the Blue Zerg player, Jaedong. And Jaedong really needs no introduction. He's a Korean Zerg player who is super strong, been around for a really long time, and is just very scary to face no matter what you are, but especially if you are Protoss. As the red Protoss, ShoWTimeE is up at the top of Vaani Research Station. Now, ShoWTimeE is a German Protoss player who is currently teamless, but he is a pretty darn solid player. He took third place in the 2015 WCS Season 1 tournament that was held in April of just this year. He also took first place in the ESL Pro Series Germany Winter 2014 in December, and also took first place in the ESL Pro Series Germany Spring 2014 held in May of last year. So he is pretty much the top dog in Germany at this point. And again, he is a foreign player, but a really solid foreign Protoss. Very happy to be casting his games, and it looks like Jaedong went for the patented professional players who play Zerg on this map like to go for the expansion at the gold build. It's not something I see a lot in amateur play, but pros really feel comfortable taking this gold and then taking a third base here at what is effectively essentially a third base, but kind of a weird third because he doesn't take the safe natural here. And in response to this, we do have a Zealot coming on down from ShoWTimeE. He did scout it out. The probe saw what's going on. The Zealot says, "You can't have this base," swinging away with his side blades. We do have a bunch of lings popping out here. 10 lings on the way to defend this particular hatchery. 2 popping out there, running away. There are no match for that one Zealot. We do have drones transferring, though. I don't know if this is a good timing or not for Jaedong. Moving the drones on in, kind of making the Zealot chase them around. A bit of a good choice, and now we have 4 lings. It is enough, and more 4 lings coming on up. Immediately the probe dies, immediately the Zealot dies. He tries to get into an advantageous position, but he can't quite do it. And now the lings say, well, we have nothing else to do. Let's head on up and see if we can poke around the natural, or the front door of ShoWTimeE's base. Now, ShoWTimeE has taken the more safe natural here. It is very difficult to get into with anything. With Reapers, with Blink Stalkers, lings can't get in there, obviously. So this is where players usually like to go, but for some reason Jaedong has entirely foregone this base for this one and for this one at the gold, which is really, really good for him. The Zergling popping on up here, gonna see what they can see, but no, there's a Stalker in the way, and Stalkers don't do very well against Speedlings, or basically Zerglings at all. But blocking this ramp is nice, especially with a Mothership Core raining down fire from overhead. It is enough to keep them away. So we are now pushing up a Stargate. Probably see some Oracle harassment, maybe a little bit of Phoenix play as well. Is this going to be scouted by Jaedong is the question. The Stalker wants to prevent this. No. Jaedong says, I need a full scout of what I can see. Where is Jaedong's view? There it is. Yeah, got right on, saw the Stargate perfectly, and now he's going to try to escape. I don't know if he has enough room to get out of here before the Stalker kills him. It doesn't look like it is, but he sacrificed his life for the good of the swarm, saw that Oracle coming, that Stargate coming, is probably going to see Jaedong throw down 1 or 2 spore crawlers in each of these mineral lines to prevent that from happening. The lings just kind of poking up, seeing what they can see. They see Warp Gate being researched. They see something coming out of that gateway, but they don't know what. And here comes the Oracle. We'll have to see if Jaedong is ready for it. Again, he scouted it. I would be shocked if he's not ready for it. But at the same time, I don't see any spore crawlers. I guess there is one spore crawler there. This is the most likely place for the Oracle to hit. We are scouting at the Zelnaga Watchtower with this Zergling. And where's that Oracle? Oh, actually, still not out yet. Okay. Chrono Boost is fast, but not fast as I thought, apparently. And Warp Gate just about to finish up here. Let's see. Here comes the Oracle. Control-Shift-F. We're going to follow Oracle. I don't know if the Oracle is a he or a she, but we're going to move it on down. The voice is kind of gender neutral, actually. But either way, here we go. Actually heading down for this third base, and the Spore Crawler is going to finish with seconds to spare. Man, because buildings for Zerg are drones, Jaedong was able to get that up without wasting any more drone mining time than he needed to. It was just amazing. The game timing sense, knowing when that Oracle was going to hit, having the Spore Crawler ready to go without putting it up early like I wanted him to, and actually losing out on some of that mining time from the drone that is now the Spore Crawler. So here come a whole lot of lings. They're moving up. Metabolic Boost, 12 seconds away from finishing. I think he wants to try to deny this third base, which he might be able to do. He has a lot of lings on the field. If we take a look, it is 40 lings on the field. Oh my goodness. Boost is finished. We do have speed. Here they come. They say you can shoot us all you want, Oracle. You can shoot us, Mothership Core. We are going to deny this third base. There's nothing you can do about it. Gonna force the cancel. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing that can handle this. The cancel does go down on that third base. This pylon gets sniped down as well. But a lot of those Zerglings did get killed trying to run up that ramp. The rest of them, I think, are going to go home. No, more and more Lings coming up. Are we going to see a Baneling bus? What is going on here? I don't know. Hallucinated Phoenix doing a bit of some scouting around. And, man, we're going to a lair, or pretty much just hanging out. We have our Lings to the left side, to the right side. Going to try to snipe down that third base again, force another cancel. But there are 6 sentries here with a lot of energy. Well, maybe not a lot of energy, but some energy. Enough for those force fields to keep the Zerglings away. And actually, we're going to put a cannon down here as well. Yeah, there goes the cannon. The cannon protected by the Nexus and the 2 pylons is pretty much what you want to do. Oracle heading on down, trying to do some more harassment. I don't know if anything's going to happen there at all. Hydralisk Den is about to come up as well, and we're doing a Hydra push on that third base. It looks like that's what Jaedong wants to do. But here comes the Oracle. We're going to follow that one again. As Ground Carapace level 1 finishes up for the Zerg player, and actually a big time attack coming up here, but yeah, the force fields are good. The Zerglings weren't able to force a cancel there. Oracle says, aha, there's a third base coming up. There are no workers here for me to kill though. Wow, look at all these Lings. Jaedong, how many Lings does he have out? 47 Lings on the field. I usually don't see this many Lings for a Zerg player going against Protoss, but holy cow, what are we going to do here? Let's zoom out, try to get the whole field of play. All of these Lings here. Oh, the Oracle actually picking up some kills here. 4 kills back home. Spore Crawler not in perfect position to prevent that from happening. Haha, PPP. But in the end, he did get 4 kills, which is nice. Not really game-changing, though. I mean, at this point, it is 65 to 63 Harvesters. So another Phoenix kind of scouting around. The creep spread is just fantastic for Jaedong. It's already to the Xel'Naga Watchtower here at the 11-minute mark. And what are we going to do? It looks like the Zerglings are in a bit of a defensive position. Again, all of these Lings could be drones. You have to keep that in mind. And so Jaedong really needs to make these things work. He's going to try to force a cancel on that third. He did get it once, couldn't get it a second time. And now the Lings are kind of useless. If they try to attack, I mean, I guess they could be forcing... Yeah, they did bait some force fields here, which is pretty good. As you see those, that means there's less energy on those sentries for when they finally decide to attack. But I don't know. This is a lot of Lings. We do have Hydras out now. Hydras are pretty scary units, unless there are Colossus on the field. And I don't know if there are any Colossus. We are producing gateways. We are producing +1 upgrades. And yeah, I actually don't see a Robo. So we're just going to go down here with Stalker, Sentry, Zealot. See what damage we can do. But again, a lot of Lings are here. We do have Hydralisks, which are super dangerous as well. What is happening here? Oracle actually managing to get more. 24 kills on that Oracle. I think a lot of them are Zerglings. But still, that is effective as far as that Oracle is concerned. Now 67 to 67 Harvesters. The Zerg player really wants to be up on the Protoss player at this point, especially considering he does have 4 bases. But let's see, 16 workers there, 14 workers there. 7 workers here could really stand to saturate this base, but actually here comes a Warp Prism, probably going to try to snipe down this gold, probably try to snipe down this third base. That would be good because there's a lot of minerals here that could go untapped. Infestation Pit on its way up here at the 13-minute mark. And here come the Zerglings running around, kind of trying to keep this army back home, saying, I'm going to do a run-by if you come out. I'm going to do a run-by if you come out. But instead, looks like Showtime says, you know what? No, I'm just going to try to push back this creep. The creep is really what's scary. Dropping off a lot of, unfortunately, Protoss Zealots here is that Warp Prism. Getting surrounded by a lot of the Lings, though, and with the Hydras, they get cleaned up fairly easily. A whole group of Zealots warp in here, though. They're immediately going to try to take down this third hatch. Can they do it? There are a few Zerglings here, but not enough. They are ignoring the Zerglings, instead focusing on taking that third base down. There is a push here. Force fields moving the Hydras away, but the fourth base does go down for Jaedong. I think all of these Zealots will get cleaned up, but here comes the push. The Zerglings along the backside, slowing the retreat. Here come the Hydralisks, doing a ton of damage, trying to take down those sentries. Not quite able to do it. Force fields are good, keeping this whole group, but this other group comes along the right side as well. Good force field, good blinking in, trying to take down enough of these Stalkers, or these Hydras, before the rest of the Hydras come to the battle. But there are so many Hydralisks here. Oh my goodness. Coming on up, if we take the units tab, there are 26 Hydralisks. They do have +2 attack, or +2 defense. There is a single Colossus up on the high ground here, trying to rake in the kills as much as possible, but these Hydras along the bottom and these Lings are just taking out so many workers. 4 probes going down. These Hydras taking down a bunch of these Stalkers as well. Finally do get cleaned up, but the Zerglings come in to finish off the job. Hydralisks catching all of these transferring drones, trying to escape as much as they can. 17 drones dead. The third base dead. Trying to take down this Colossus from there on the low ground. Some good micro might be able to do it, but no, the Colossus stays alive with 22 kills. Rank Executor. And the Hydralisks decide to head on back home. There is nothing else they need to do. They are going to head back, macro up a little bit, try to keep their stuff alive. Is there another drop happening here? Yes, there is. Warp Prism popping on in. Going to try to drop some Zealots, I have to assume. Not a lot of gas, though, or not a lot of minerals. About 300, 400 minerals now. He probably wants to use that elsewhere. Oracle, 25 kills now, still alive. Only has 22 hit points left, though. A little bit of a dangerous spot for him to be in. Dropping another Spore Crawler. Actually, the same Spore Crawler along the left side here is what he wanted to do. We are now taking a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th base for Jaedong, reestablishing the 3rd base is ShoWTimeE, and Envision going down on all these units from the Oracle. Just wants to make sure he sees what tech choices are made. There's a macro hatch. There is now a hive. We're upgrading our Hydralisks, and man, I don't know. That Warp Prism wants to drop stuff, but he just doesn't have the money to do it, really. He's effectively on 2 base. We are making an Ultralisk Cavern, though. Oh, man, I love Ultralisks. I know they're not the most effective in all situations, but if you get me to the late game as a Zerg player, I'm going to pump Ultras because I think they look so awesome. I do have the Collector's Edition of Heart of the Swarm, and so my Ultras are, like, big and glowy and kind of scary that way, so I like them just for the psychological effect they can have on my opponent. But here come Hydralisks. Here come Zerglings. Are we upgrading? Yes, we are upgrading Cracklings, basically. The whatever it is that makes them attack faster. I forget what it's called, but anyway, here we go. Moving on up. Zerglings coming down. There is that Oracle getting more kills. It is Oracle with 31 kills and manages to escape successfully. All of these Zealots that are trying to come down and be super annoying get picked off because they ventured onto the creep, which again, as Husky likes to say, is like Mac packs. So it allows the Zerg player to see exactly what is going on anywhere on this creep around the whole map. Look at all this purple. Purple, 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 purple. Anything that crosses this line of the creep is going to be noticed by the Zerg player, and that's pretty much all there is to it. There are now 3 Colossus out. They do have +3 upgrades. That is some good upgrade management there by ShoWTimeE. We'll have to see, though. We might be able to yoink them in with these Vipers using that abduct method. And here we go. Oh, man. Storm going down. A big swipe on every one of those Zerglings. I don't know. I mean, does Jaedong want to go in there is the question. The Warp Prism popping up as well. Increase researching chitinous plating for those Ultralisks. And storms on all of the Ultralisks. The Zerglings going to town, though, on the front here. Actually getting in, doing a bunch of damage before the Colossus can burn them down. Yanking in one of the Colossus. It does get focused down immediately and dies. The second Colossus, the same thing happens. Only 1 Colossus left. A few Stalkers. The Probes desperately trying to get away, but here come the Hydralisks with their +2 armor. And actually is managed to get cleaned up here. ShoWTimeE does take out all the Hydras, but it is 127 to 100 supply. I don't know. ShoWTimeE probably thinks he has to attack now, or he is in super trouble, because in the production there are 5 Ultralisks coming out now, upgrading that ground attack, upgrading that defense for those ground units. Is this Oracle still alive? It is, with 35 kills. That is the most hero Oracle I have ever seen. Can he escape? Oh man, he does escape with 6 hit points left. Well played by him. This Warp Prism not doing a whole lot because, again, ShoWTimeE is pretty much mined out. Nothing going on here in the main. This base is pretty much getting mined out as well, but here comes a push with some Stalkers. Sniping down that probe are those Zerglings, and here come the Zerglings trying to deny this base one more time, taking off as many workers as they possibly can. It is 71 to 59 Harvesters for the Zerg player. These Stalkers are brave. They're moving right on up the creep, sniping down creep tumors as much as they can, and then retreating, being very smart with it. Oracle here, 39. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? 40 kills on that Oracle. I have never seen a more effective Oracle in all my life. And here come the Yoinkers. The Vipers are going to try to yoink it back so they can kill it. And yes, they do finally manage to kill the Oracle. Fare thee well, 40 kill Oracle. We never knew anyone better than you. A small warp in of Zealots might actually take down this hatchery, which is a kind of a big deal for Jaedong. But this base is effectively warped out anyway, or mined out anyway. But in the end, taking down a method of production for the Zerg is very nice, so well done by ShoWTimeE. Ultralisk now has fully upgraded armor, has +2 attack on his scything claw things here. It's looking so scary. Oh, they're retreating, not actually going to attack at all. Here we go. Another Warping of Zealots going to be taken down by these fully upgraded Lings, I assume. They're almost 3-3-2-2. With the attack speed upgrade there. I have some hair in my mouth. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And here come the Ultralisks and the Lings pushing right on in. The Ultralisks do not care about your storm, Showtime, but they do care about getting kited. So they chase the army away. They're going to try to focus down this Nexus very, very quickly. They do force the cancel. All of the Templars are in the front. A bit of a dangerous spot. There is an Immortal here, though. Immortals do very, very good against Ultralisks. Pushing on up, forcing the retreat. You do not want to stand and fight Ultras. You want to force them to chase you because they're a little bit slow. And yeah, they're getting mowed down here. That Immortal doing tons of damage to them with that +3 attack. Already has 6 kills. Blinding Cloud going down on everything, though. The Ultra, can they take down this third base is the question. One, and his other buddy joins him. The Blinkstalker's coming in, trying to save the third base, but no, it does explode. Giant Fireball leaping up to the left. Hydralisks showing up. Ultralisks showing up. And are there any reinforcements? There are not, but I don't know if it matters. The Ultras are here. They have the Protoss army back into a corner. The Immortal finally dies. All that's left is this single 45 kill Colossus. And all the Hydralisks get cleaned up, but there are Lings running on in. What are they going to do? Pretty much run in and get killed, I think. Yeah, it's time to go. The Queens were here as well. They wanted to transfuse in that battle, but instead they got there a little bit too late. Now they're running on home. Can they survive is the question. The Stalkers want to kill them. They're almost on creep. That one is on creep. It doesn't matter. Gets blinked upon and dies. The other one gets blocked as well. Transfuses on those Queens, trying to keep themselves alive as long as possible, but I don't think it matters. Oh, actually still alive here. Can they take down this Colossus by themselves? I don't think they can. Blinkstalkers are here. Ultralisks are here. Viper is here. Speedlings are here. The Speedlings are dangerous against both the Immortal and the Stalkers. The Archons pretty much melt them. The Colossus melt them, but Speedlings can be very good against that particular composition. And Showtime calls the GG, recognizing he is down 128 to 75 supply. Really, really good game. Jaedong was able to do a lot of damage to the bases of Showtime, but in the end, it was just too much. He pretty much bled Showtime out to death by 1,000 smaller cuts, and Showtime taps out. So, fantastic match. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, on Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you guys take care of yourself.